we are. Hidden Hill Cemetery. Heading in. I'll tell you more here in a moment. But the quick and the short is that if you go back to the first episode of Ales and Tales, I believe it was like number 56 or 58, I talk about this place, which this creek in particular. I'll give you a little bit of a skinny. Let's set you down here. I don't need my camera falling in the water. Okay, so we're here at Hidden Hill Cemetery. Just got in, and recorder said bring that. And this episode brought to you by Rainier. Thank you for that. This is trip number 2 that I've made. In all honesty, we had one of our pugs, Mr. Stitches, die, and I wanted to get in here sooner and shoot this video the right way, but because we had a family pet die, it's about 10:30 at night, 11 o'clock, not 3 in the morning, and there's a clearing in the weather. It's just been unexpectedly raining. Anyway, here at Hidden Hill Cemetery, I'm on the bridge right now where it's just right above the cemetery, and the creeks that are flowing down from the cemetery on the ridge line have had skeletal remains flowing down into the slough below it through the years. So the first time I came in here was this week, and I think I got an EVP on or near the slough. So I will play that now. Crazy looking. Here come the bugs. Okay, so hopefully you can hear something. It sounded like a child to me, and I'm recording at this moment here now. There was a lighting glitch, or, I don't really know what happened with the lighting, but it wasn't salvageable to the point where I had to scrub the first video, but I kept the audio. So we're here as though this is the first time, but it's not. It's actually the second time I've been here at night. So let's show you around. Taking along a stick with me here. So this is the creek that remains have been found floating down from. Now this is a cemetery with unmarked graves all over through the back here, and some I think are just lost throughout time. That may explain the EVPs I caught in this area. Let me turn up the lighting actually here. Okay. Now this is the beginning of it. And let's get started. It's a pretty common looking headstone, obviously, but that's not. And this is what you'll see here is pieces of rebar as markers. And that is it. And what happened is just over time, here's more back here, the unmarked graves started washing down the creek. Now, why were there unmarked graves here? Well, Mary Hazard of Starvation Heights and her proclivity for starving people was just couple miles down the road from this graveyard, so there could potentially be a lot of her victims here. From what I could gather, she was the most notorious potential serial killer, a female that starved people for their inheritance, basically. And it was only 2 sisters that finally were her downfall. But she eventually went to prison and got out. Oh, here's quite a headstone. Jet RL. She did go to prison for murder, and she got out on good behavior and went out of the country, I believe, and then came back here and stayed till she died. I think she even tried to open up this clinic again. Here's that's a big one there. This is, now you may hear cars coming off the hillside here, but they are not cars that are going to be coming up this way. See, here's a marker. Maybe it goes there, maybe it doesn't. These are all bodies. Very sad. I don't know what that is. It has just been raining like cats and dogs. So my apologies for the way this is being filmed a little bit hastily, but I don't think I need to be in too big a rush. It's really clear out right now. This is a cool old tree. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Big old Doug. Take a look over here. I'm not, the only thing I'm cluing in on right now is that the frogs shut up. It just got really quiet here. Here's another grave marker. So the battery drain happened on the first filming with a secondary light that I had brought, and it only lasted for about 15 minutes. It was a brand new light with a charged battery, and I went home and tested it 2 times outdoors in the cold. There's another marker right there. And it lasted for about 32 minutes. Ooh, this is interesting. I haven't, that's a good sized owl. I think that might be a gray horned owl. It sounded like it was down this way. That was strange. I got turned around there briefly. If I can catch him on camera, I will, but I doubt it. No, I don't know if the larger the pipe means The larger the person, I would think that would be only in Tobe's funeral parlor. Here's another big one. There's another unmarked one there. I don't think it really matters that we read some of these here. See now these stones. I've only seen that done for Jewish people. I don't know if that's something different than that, but if you watch the end of Schindler's List, where the actual victims of the Holocaust, survivors, leave stones on the graves for Holocaust victims. Here's a pipe way back here now. See, here's two pipes, right there and there, and then here is the hillside. So the bodies would just wash down into these creek beds. I haven't done an episode about Starvation Heights, but I am gonna, and it's gonna be an intense one because I think I'm going to go to Mary Hazard's home to interview people that are actually caretakers of it and live next door to the remains of it. And she was a murderer. Read about her. Okay. That is a huge stump. That is the butt of a giant tree right there, next to this headstone. So these are 30-minute videos at least, because when you're rolling on these DSLRs, you can't go longer than a 30-minute time limit on your SD card, but you can restart it. So what I can tell you is no bullshit. That's why I told you I've been here about 4 days ago, and no cuts, which I think, that means a lot to me when I see a video that doesn't sensationalize anything. This is a little bit of history mixed in with a little mystery. The EVPs could be happening right now as I'm walking, because I have the recorder in my pocket. So for the sake of that, I'm going to quit talking for the next 2 minutes, starting now, and we'll just look. About 2 minutes. So the EVPs that I caught, potential EVPs, sound like children, sound female, and they're just one word vocalizations, let's just say. I don't really hear any words. It's just a small vocalization. Synthesized sounding, though. And I don't want to set my tripod on a headstone. It's pretty classless, so I'm trying to find a spot to do it that isn't classless. But the EVPs have been analyzed on spectrogram, and they land below the 0.05 hertz level, which is pretty interesting. And I'll tell you why soon. Yeah, that's a headstone. I can't leave it there. Let's see if I can. There you go. Okay. So yeah, you find a signature on a free program like Audacity. You download your audio onto Audacity, and then you look for signatures. That's how we're able to get so many sounds off of the Al Moon stuff. And 1,200 hours we listened to, but we didn't listen to it all. We looked for signatures on the computer screen. And the suspected EVPs, at least from here, like I said, they sounded very synthesized, like an old synthesizer kind of sound to it. And I don't have my back turned. And they were below the 0.05 hertz level in a kind of cloud smear look to them. It's hard to explain what I'm saying as far as what that may look like, but it just kind of looks like a vaporous mist on the screen. And it's really low, as where our vocals are kind of going up and down. Ooh, stomach's active. Bad pasta. All right. Actually had some really ridiculous pasta about 2 hours ago from Costco. I don't recommend it. It's it's definitely a side detail of the graveyard. But don't get their mushroom chicken beef stroganoff. Your stomach will sound like its own EVP. Please, maybe that is what it was. No, that can't be it. I just ate that. Okay. So we're roughly halfway into this. Oh, there's an old brick. Oh, that's not just a brick. That's part of the headstone. So I am going to, I'm not seeing a lot of sign of, well, this guy was only 18. I am not seeing a sign of Masons. I mean, typical Masonic symbols on graves are pretty common. But I don't see a lot of typical symbols here. Now this looks like an old, oh, that's a rose bush. This light is up all the way. Let's make sure. Yeah, it's up all the way. That's my phone. Oh, that was my alarm to wake up. So, well, I'm awake. That, of course, is a very famous ringtone. Close Encounters. Here is, did we go to this one? Yeah, we did. tonight. I want to find a safe place to leave it. I gotta find a spot to do that. Do it back here on some of these unmarked graves, but then I got the sound of the creek. Let's circle back over here. Old brick. There's not really any place. Oh, you know what these bricks are? I bet they're markers. They're probably old markers, yeah. There's another old piece of rebar. That's probably a marker. I mean, it's nothing but weeds and dirt here. And yeah, I mean, it's spooky. You're in a graveyard at dark in the woods. I get you that, but I don't know. There's so much history here that I just get overwhelmed with that and this, you know. I mean, that's a stunning, beautiful Doug fir. So now we're looking for a place to hide the recorder. I'm thinking maybe back here by this area here. So if anybody does wander up here, I can tuck it someplace. And I'm just going to stick it in a Ziploc bag. Come back. I can just stick it right back there. Let's go see. There are Sasquatch reports from back out this way for sure. I mean, we're out in the Olympic Peninsula. I don't see any markers. Oh, there's one back here. Big one there. Yeah, it's gonna have to be back in a place like this, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and set that out now. Just set this down. Sorry about this. My alarm again. Turn those off. Okay, no disrespect by leaving this. If you guys want to talk into it, you can. I appreciate you let me come here after hours. I'm going to stick it in a Ziploc bag. There you go. I'm just going to put it right back in here. audio, plenty of everything. Turn this back on. Do one more lap. We're going to check up here real quick. This is pretty dense back here, huh? Hello? Anyone want to say anything? You don't have to, obviously. I'm just here making requests. Thanks for letting us hang out. Alright. Coming up here on the old 30-minute mark, so we'll make our way back over here. Do one more loop. Of course, if you guys hear anything or see anything, let me know in the comment section below. Alex and I will be talking about this, or I already have, at the next Ales and Tales that we do. That's at strangebrowradio.com. You can download it every Monday on any of your digital devices you listen to stuff with. Take it in here one last time. I hope you can see better with this. That was me. Okay. Wow, look at that. It's hard to show you how big that is, but that's probably a good 24 feet tall, at least. It's huge. I mean, look how big those roots are to hold that tree up. Alright, well, we're here at the 30-minute mark, so that is the first one down. Strange Stroll number 1. My stomach is killing me from this stupid pasta, guys. Oh well, no cuts. That's the way it goes. And we'll talk about the rest of this soon. You can check out Strange Brow Radio at strangebrowradio.com, and there'll be some new stuff on there. But until then, I will see you in the trees. We'll just walk it out here. strangebrowradio.com, Strange Brow Radio. There's also, you can go on Patreon. Take a look at the Al Moon Lab at patreon.com/Strange Brow Radio. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Very cool. Recorder planted. Beer in my pocket. Don't worry. I'll drink it when I get home now at this point. And if my stomach wasn't going crazy, I'd stay longer. Alright, guys. This is it. Our way out.